Hey guys, welcome to another episode of My Head in the Cloud. Sorry about the massive delay. I know it's been over a month or two now, but school's finally over, and so as of tonight, I'm actually recording two videos. This video, we're going to look at the AOC 29-inch ultra-wide IPS LED monitor. So let's get right into the unboxing. So when you open it up right here, we're greeted with right here on this lid, there's just a few instructions about where to connect things, how to put it on its base, it can tilt, and where the base mount is if you want to mount it on the wall. We've got a installation disc, a cable wrap, and a 3.5mm audio cable there, male to male. And I believe these are some rubber feet. Yeah, I believe these are little foam or rubber feet there. So it comes in there, and then we just got some styrofoam that the monitor's held in. There we go. Alright. Move that off to the side there. Alright. See here we got power brick. This is a, looks like, yep, VGA they gave us. They gave you quite a bit of hookups here. We got a VGA cable, we got the power brick itself, and then the cable that goes from the brick to the wall. This is the base. Plastic there, but metal on the bottom, metal arms here, and then so yeah, it's just the base. And then if we open this up, down to the side, here we actually have the monitor. And there we go. This is the AOC 29-inch ultra-wide, and it is wide. It's got a matte finish there. You can see the light. I don't know if you see it's pretty. The light reflection is blurred, so that's nice. Warning, it's got a warning that says, warning, do not rip off panel film. So there is no covering on there, and do not peel off what you think you see as a film, apparently. We just got some stuff in there about IPS, MHL. Got buttons on the side here. The VESA mount is hidden right here. There's a little tab. You can get a screwdriver and pop it off. This part comes off, that's there. On this side we have our VGA, DVI, and display port. You can see one of the two speakers right here. There's one on each side right here on the arm. This part rotates so you can tilt the monitor. And then finally you have the final inputs on the bottom there. You've got your HDMI MHL on that one. Then you've got your display port out if you want to daisy chain monitors together. You've got audio in, audio out, and then the power. And then there's the two slots. And this thing should just set right onto its... There you go. You hear it click in place, and then this monitor is now ready to go. Alright guys, here we go. So let's just start with the specs on this thing. It's a 27-inch cinematic display, a 29-inch monitor. It's got the bezels on there. Display area with IPS technology, 21:9 ultra-wide aspect ratio, 2560 by 1080 full HD resolution. That's that ultra-wide or cinescope if you're going to watch a movie on it. 50 million to 1 mega dynamic contrast ratio. VGA, DVI-D, HDCP, HDMI, which supports MHL. DisplayPort connectivity with two built-in 3-watt stereo speakers. It's got picture-by-picture and picture-in-picture for multitasking function. VESA wall mount compliant. It's LED backlit and Energy Star qualified. So you'll have to forgive me if this camera shakes too much. I've kind of got the tripod kind of, I don't know how you want to say it, straddling my chair. So if I move at all, I'll probably end up bumping it. But anyway, it's just starting here on Amazon. This is just what a web page looks like. So, you know, you get some white space, obviously, because it's this ultra-wide. But the real benefit to this monitor is, of course, being able to do this, where you can stick two different websites side by side, and you get a real nice full picture. You'll see there's no horizontal scroll bars on here. I'm on The Verge on one, and then I'm back on Amazon here on the other. My next video is actually going to be on this right here, so stick around if you want to, or come back to the channel if you want to see the Metro vacuum. It's an awesome little machine. Really happy with it. Yeah, here's the Verge, and you can see both are very well displayed. You have plenty of room. This year I actually took a Java class in college, and so you can see here I've got a NetBeans, which is an IDE for writing the code in, and then on the left I've got a Word doc. I don't have anything up in these, but it was really a great setup. I could have the assignment up here on the left, and I could be looking through stuff, and then I could be coding in the right here, or I could have Chrome open on the left looking up resources or trying to find an answer to something while still having this up, and it just gives you that ability to not have to switch back and forth. It's a beautiful display. It won't come through as well because I'm recording the screen with a camera, but the colors are beautiful. It's that IPS display, really good contrast and such. I've actually got the saturation barely turned up. You can actually crank it up quite a bit and it almost starts to hurt your eyes a little, but I love editing video on it. This is Adobe Premiere here where I'm actually getting ready to edit this episode, and so you get a ton of room. You have plenty of room for your previews of outputs. You got plenty of room for the timeline, lots of space over here, just great amount of space. It is like having two monitors together. You can see there, just boom, big amount of space. Another thing is, a little shout out here to Google, of course. This is the internship. Now you can see it's actually filling the entire screen because the parts that would normally be letterboxed are not a part of the monitor since it's wider than it is tall. So it's absolutely phenomenal to watch movies on. I absolutely love filling the display up like that. Now I will say though that some websites such as HBO Go don't really understand what's going on with this monitor, and it'll actually only fill about the left, I don't know, 2/3 of the screen, leave a big blank over here. But stuff like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video will center it, and you'll just have letterboxing on the sides if it's not in that resolution. Even when stuff isn't made for it, it doesn't look bad on it by any means. It's, like I said, it's native 1080p, so it's extremely crisp. Text looks amazing. And then one of the biggest things for me is being a gamer. I love to play League of Legends here a little bit. Oh, looks like I got kicked out of the game. I had it running too long in the background, but yeah, let me relaunch that. All right, here we go. I got League relaunched here. I play League a lot, and so as you can see, it fills the screen. It doesn't cause any problems. Things look great on it. It's amazing when you have a screen like this and you start playing, especially first-person shooters, not only games like this, but because it's so wide, it really starts to get into the edge of your peripherals, so you really do get a more immersive experience, which is one of the reasons I picked this monitor up. I had a lot of other people I watched on YouTube and stuff where they said it gets really immersive, and I definitely have to agree. It's amazing how that extra length to the sides makes a huge difference. So there we go, we get out of there. So yeah, this monitor is just, I would highly recommend it to anybody. I absolutely love it. For a while I was thinking about doing dual displays, by which I mean not having two displays, but having them right next to each other on a stand, you know, with just the bezels in between. And then I found out about this option, was extremely excited to try it, and have not been disappointed at all. This is my first monitor by AOC, and I'm, like I said, I'm definitely pleased with it. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to demonstrate the picture-in-picture or the MHL, where you can hook up like a cell phone or something to the HDMI, you know, into it, and they're great features. If you check out some other videos online, you can see them. Let's talk just a little bit over here about menu settings. Everything is controlled over here by these buttons. You can see I can hit the volume for the speakers that are built into it. I can adjust all the things you'd be able to adjust, tons and tons of settings in here. It's actually a pretty good control to be able to do all this stuff. I really like the way they set up these buttons and how you can go back and forward and back to the home and then eventually exit it. So great way to control things on it. The speakers are okay. I obviously have my sound system hooked up instead of them, but they're okay. They are behind the monitor, which definitely makes them a lot quieter, and they are just 3 watts. So I mean, yeah, you can easily get by with them. They're not horrible, but you're probably not going to want to rely on them for your new primary speakers or anything. So yeah, that is pretty much the AOC 29-inch ultra-wide IPS LED monitor. If you guys have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments or anything. I can always, if you really do want to see the MHL or something else, I can always order the cable or borrow someone else's computer to hook up to this thing and show you what that looks like. But yeah, it's an absolutely phenomenal monitor. I highly recommend it. There's a few other ultra-wides out there by Asus and LG, I believe, in some of the ones. So yeah, if you get a chance to get an ultra-wide monitor, I definitely would go for it. Like I said, I just absolutely love this thing. So, oh, one more thing. I was using the 32-inch I've got over here for a while. Oops, sorry about that. I was using this 32-inch for a while. And it's nice for a computer monitor, but it's not native 1080p. And then the other big thing is it's a TV. So when I shut my computer down, it wouldn't go to sleep. So just a little feature I love about this thing is being a computer monitor. It knows when the computer's asleep and it goes to sleep. And then when you wake up the computer, it wakes up the monitor. So just a great little feature if you're using a TV right now for a monitor and don't have that little luxury. Anyway, that about wraps it up. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, the usual, but mostly just comment. I really want to hear from you guys. I really want to build a community. So thanks for watching.